Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Skate. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about DEP and like what being in DEP is like, just a lot of sort of things like that. So after you leave MEPS with the Air Force and you swear in, swear into DEP, you're actually technically in the inactive reserves. So I'm like kind of a reservist. I went back to my recruiter and he gave me a fancy t-shirt and this guy. So in this guy is every single thing that you need to know before you leave for basic. This is basically what being in DEP is. And then for me, it is different based off of like each recruiter because everybody does it differently. But the first Thursday and the third Thursday of every month, we go down to the recruiter's office, everybody in DEP that he's dealing with. And it's not like it's on a schedule or anything like that. Usually, well, there is one thing. You go in there and they check your weight and make sure that you haven't gained too much weight or lost too much weight. They make sure that you're still right in the guidelines. And then after that, we usually just kind of talk. He'll ask like, hey, do you have any questions about like tech school or going to BMT, any BMT questions or questions about RAP, which is Recruiter's Assistance Program, or just anything like that. Last time I went, the Master Sergeant was there. He was awesome. He was like super, just like, like you guys got this, like don't worry about it, like don't worry about anything, just kind of focus and run and stuff like that. He was really cool. And then my recruiter also told me that sometimes there would be rappers there, but I haven't seen any yet. When I went in one time with my friend to talk to the recruiter about him joining, there was a rapper there, so I got to ask her a bunch of questions. But besides that, I haven't talked to any. But aside from that whole side of things, usually we'll work out. I think I've been like 4 times. The past 3 times that I've been, we work out. So the first time I went, it was snowing really bad, and we went in this like back room. We just did squats. You do flutter kicks, you do push-ups, you do sit-ups, you do lunges, planking, just a bunch of stuff that they're gonna have you do at basic, I'm assuming. And then the next time we went, we actually went outside because it was a lot nicer outside, and we did the same stuff. We did mountain climbers, flutter kicks, we did planks, we did sit-ups, we did push-ups. You like partner up with someone, they like grab your feet and they count for you and stuff like that. And then after that, he had us run around the parking lot. Like, we ran around like 5 times. We ran 1 lap, did a bunch of stuff. 2 laps, did a bunch of stuff. So we ran well over a mile and a half, definitely over a mile and a half. That was definitely hard. It was freezing outside too, but there wasn't snow on the ground, so they made us do it. And then after we did that, we kind of grouped up. We have this kid who's in like ROTC, and he's in DEP. He still needs to graduate though, but he usually does drill with us too, along with the recruiter. So like we'll split up into like 2 groups and we just kind of drill. So that, that's like practicing like facing movements. I'm not sure if it's haste or face because they always sound the same, and I've seen both. So like about face or about haste or left haste, right haste, just a bunch of stuff like that. Present arms, order arms. We'll do a bunch of fall out, and then we'll do I'm not sure what this one's called. You stick your arm out and you like kind of wiggle around trying to get your height right and get your distance right and stuff like that. So we do a bunch of stuff like that, just so that we have some sort of knowledge before we go to basic and we don't look too stupid. But honestly, being in DEP for me is a lot more than those things, because those things I just kind of take for granted at this point. It's like whatever, like let's just get it over with. But I am a speeder when I drive. And like you really have to be careful, not to get too many tickets, or just make sure you have everything paid off before you leave. And you just have to, kind of be safe from that aspect, because it's like this super long period of time while you're waiting to leave, and anything can happen. And it just kind of makes you realize like, wow, like what if I just get in a car accident, or like what if I get arrested for some reason, like what if something crazy happens, and then you're screwed. You're not going to be leaving for basic for a really long time, if ever, at that point, because you'll be discharged from DEP. So there's a lot of things along those lines. It's just kind of crazy, so you just kind of have to be careful, but hopefully you'll get something like this, because in here is like the ranks. There is officer ranks, there's enlisted ranks, there's the Airman's Creed, the Airman's Song. I'm not going to sing it to you. There's all these facing movements. You have your current fitness standards. There's no like list of the standards or like the requirements at all. It all, let's see if I could maybe get focus. All right here, it just kind of says like what your current fitness standards are. These are the facing movements. Officer ranks. It's like a manual focus. I have to manual focus it, but here are the enlisted ranks. I don't think there's anything. It's all memory work. A lot of it is just like what the MTIs can do and stuff. Like there's a whole, I'll read you the table of contents. It's being a great airman first, mentor, protege relationship, professional relationships, recruiter role and mentorship, trainee role and mentorship, what is expected of the trainee, the transition of basic training, the transition of technical training, the transition to operational Air Force, and memory work. So I guess it's a little bit more than DEP, but it kind of prepares you to get to these places. But a lot of it is about BMT and, you know, the core values and just kind of stuff like that. So, and then the t-shirt we got was pretty cool too, but don't wear it to basic because you're gonna look like an idiot. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please share this video onto Twitter. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and drop a like. Let me know your ship dates and your AFSCs down below because I want to know who I'm gonna be there with, how many people I might know or might run into, because that would be awesome. Except I'm gonna be bald, so I'm gonna be looking like this. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to recognize anybody, but thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.